Hey guys, Paul here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a review on the second camera lens I ended up purchasing for my Sony A6400 mirrorless camera. And that lens would be this guy. This right here is the Sony 18-105 f4 G series OSS lens, and it has a lot to offer. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over some of the things I love about this lens, some of the things I don't really care for, what I plan on using this lens for, and then I'm going to end the video with some samples of what this lens can do. So here we go. Okay, so before I get too much into this review, I'm going to make a quick change. I'm currently filming on my Sigma 16mm camera lens, which I actually did a review on previously. I'm going to swap it out for the new G series lens. This way we can get a fair comparison and see how much the two lenses differ from each other. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we are back and we are officially filming on the new Sony 18-105 f4 G series OSS lens. And this way, moving forward, we can kind of see how much they differ between this and my Sigma that I absolutely love. Okay, so to start with a little fun fact, this camera lens was actually the first G series lens to be built by Sony for the E-mount cameras. Now the fact that it's a G series means that it was made of the highest quality components that Sony had to offer at that time. Those components included some very high quality glass, which they call Super ED glass, which also is known as extra low dispersion glass. And what this glass does is it dramatically decreases the amount of chromatic aberration you get in your photos and also adds a lot more color and contrast. So another great thing about this lens is that it is a zoom lens, which means I don't have to take out multiple different size lenses with me when I go out to do photography. Extremely convenient because this thing can take portraits, it can do landscape, it's extremely versatile. And on top of that, it's an internal zoom, which means as I zoom in and out, it will not change length or size, which will be really convenient if I ever get a gimbal in the future, and this will prevent me from having to rebalance the gimbal every time I zoom in or out. And it also comes with electronic power zoom, and this allows me to choose the amount of speed that I zoom in or out with. It's very easy to use. You simply move the zoom switch from one side or the other. Depending on how far you move it, the faster the zoom will go. It's very smooth and extremely useful as well. Now, another favorite feature of mine on this lens is that it is a constant f4 aperture. What's really nice about this is that means that no matter how much I zoom in or out, I will always be able to use it at f4. Now f4 is not the lowest aperture. Obviously my Sigma goes all the way down to 1.4, which is very impressive. However, f4 is still decent, especially considering I can zoom all the way to 105mm focal range and still maintain an f4 aperture. Okay guys, so the last thing I'm going to mention that I absolutely love about this lens so far is the fact that it does come with OSS, which stands for Optical Steady Shot. And what this means is there is actually built-in stabilization into the lens, which is really convenient and useful for somebody like myself because my camera did not come with any in-body image stabilization. So it's something I wish all lenses offered. Unfortunately, they don't, but I'm glad that this one does. That pretty much wraps it up for now, guys, on the things I love about the camera. I'm gonna move into a couple things I don't care for much, and here we go. All right, guys, so now just a few things that I don't really care for on this camera. And to start would be the f4 aperture. Considering my Sigma 16mm opens all the way up to a f1.4, the f4 on this lens just isn't that impressive. Next would be the price. This is actually a pretty pricey camera lens. It still goes for $550 to $600, and it's been out for several years now. Now that could be to do with the fact that it is a quality lens, it is a G series. However, it is something good to be aware of. And lastly would just be the fact that it is a heavier lens. It's larger and heavier than my Sigma. It's a little hard hard to carry around. It doesn't fit very well with the lens hood into my camera lens bags, but that's not a big deal to me because the fact that I don't have to carry around 20 other lenses with me when I go to do photography makes up for all of that. All right guys, so moving forward, I do plan on making this my go-to camera lens for filming. So any video projects I do, also any vlogging where I'm walking, I will be using this lens because of the optical steady shot and the stabilization that it comes with. Now when it comes to these videos, however, I am going to stick with my Sigma 16mm just because it is so sharp and clear, and I'm very impressed with the picture it makes. So what we're going to do now, guys, is I'm going to take it out and I'm going to show you guys what the camera can do. I'm going to show you some samples of the footage it takes and also the pictures it takes. And then I'm also going to do a side-by-side comparison of optical steady shot on versus optical steady shot off and let you guys make your own decision. Here we go. All right guys, so that is it. That is the review of the Sony 18-105 f4 G series OSS lens. I'm extremely happy with it. I think it's a great lens, very high quality. It is a G series and it's extremely versatile. So I would recommend it to other people. And that is it for now. So I hope you guys found this video informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you haven't done so already, please feel free to like and subscribe down below. And until next time, take care.